Hey guys, Mr. T here for another video. So this is the second video in a little two-part series where I am ranking the day or the months of the year. My last video I ranked the days of the week. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's kind of a weird thing to rank, but let's be honest. We've all thought about it. We all have it. We all have a favorite day of the week and a least favorite day. We all have that favorite month. We all have that, oh my God, I can't wait for this month or I can't wait for that month, or it's like, oh, will this month ever end? We all have it. We all think it. I'm just saying it out there and putting it in a ranking video because why not? It's kind of fun. So let's go ahead and dive into this. So my least favorite month, number 12. There's nothing good about this month, especially being a teacher. This was the kind of the worst month, really, of the school year. And honestly, as a non-teacher, it's just what's the point? And that's August. I mean, the more I think about it, August, it doesn't have any major holidays in it. It's the one month of the year where where you go the entire month at work or school or whatever, and it's like it's not really even the end of anything or the start of anything. Summer is still in full swing. September is the end of summer. August, especially here in Arizona, August gets hot. Like, I love the heat. Those of you who know me know I will take 100 degrees over 50 degrees any day of the week. Like, I love living in the desert. But even August gets a little much. Like, those 120-degree days consistently, even I'm starting to get to the point. Like, I love it. Like, I don't mind a few of them, and I like the heat. But again, it just gets too much, And again, it's like, what's the point? Now it's kind of funny because one of my favorite historical figures, not because I agree with what he did, because he was kind of a word I can't say on this video, but the month is named after one of my favorite historical figures, Augustus, um, from from ancient Rome, the first Roman emperor who took over in 27 BC. I know, I love history, but again, beyond that, I don't get the point. Now, my 11th favorite month, or my second least favorite, would be January. Right? Again, there's a lot of reasons. It starts the new year, but remember, as a teacher for 10 years, my new year was July and August. So January was actually the middle of the year for me. It would always start off slow. You always had that hump. It was hard getting the kids back into the swing of things. And even from a non-teacher perspective, it's like you get like January, you get to the end of it, it's like, oh my God, where did it go? Like, really, the only good thing about January is, yeah, there's New Year's, which feels more like December than January. MLK Day is pretty cool, honor a historical figure, but that's about it. The rest of January is kind of like a blink and you're done. Plus, again, I don't like the cold, and January is usually the coldest month. It's even colder than December. So who cares? It's like, let's get us through to February, right? Now, my number 10 is May. Again, I don't really hate May. I love Memorial Day. It's the end of the school year, start of summer, and all that. I just, again, it's one of those where, from a teacher perspective, it was the end of the year. Kids were going crazy, finals, all that stuff. But even from a non-teacher perspective, it's like, it's there. There's just better months. So I don't hate the month of May. I just feel there's better months out there. Right? Now, number 9, and I know I'm going to get some flack for putting this one so low, and people are going to be like, oh, Robert, whatever, and all that. But my number 9 is actually December. I don't hate Christmas. I love the family camaraderie. I love being around family. The decorations are cool and all that. It's not one of my favorite holidays. And I know some people are going to like freak out and go, "Oh my God, how could you say that?" Whatever. But it's like, we don't really treat Christmas for what we're supposed to treat it for. And again, it's not really the end of the year, when you're a teacher, it's just the middle of the year, basically. So it's like, again, I don't hate December. I don't hate Christmas. It's a great holiday. It's time to be with family. I just wish we would go a little bit more back towards the family. Spending time on Christmas with family and the birth of Christ and stuff. And we've commercialized Christmas too much. And that's kind of why December and the whole aspect of it has kind of fallen low on my list. Again, I love the family time. I love the camaraderie. And if we did more of that, December would easily jump higher on my list. But I just feel like I don't look forward to it because I know the how people are going to act. It's going to be all about me, 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 me. And instead of celebrating the good times and the birth of Jesus and the being with your family and having fun with family and friends and all that stuff, it's all about who can get the best present and what can I get next. I mean, we literally, I know it's technically November, but we literally, well, the thing that kicks off the Christmas season is a day of us, beating the crap out of each other for the best deals. Black Friday. Now, I know Black Friday isn't what it used to be because everyone just does it online nowadays, but December's kind of lost a lot of its true meaning, and that's why it's kind of low on my list. Now, for number 8 is September, okay, which is literally the month we're in right now. Again, I don't hate September. I think it's cool. It's got Constitution Day on the 17th, which was the day the U.S. Constitution was approved. It's got Labor Day and all that. It's the end of the first quarter if you're a teacher. Well, in Arizona at least. It just, again, there's better months out there. Again, September's not a horrible month. It's one of those where, it's cool. It just doesn't live up to the hype of some of the other months on my list. Right? Now, my number 7, it seems like it should be higher the more I think about it, but it gets low because there's just better months out there, and that is June. I love June. It starts the summer. We start to see those higher temperatures again in Arizona, which again, I like that. You can finally go to the water parks. You can go swimming every day. It's the first true month where you don't have to walk outside and in 1 second it's cold and 1 second it's not. Because May can get pretty cold some days. Like there's some days where it drops into the 80s. And I know some of you are watching this video and you're thinking 80, that's freaking hot. Like I have a friend who lives in Great Britain and she freaks out anytime it goes over 85. But to us, true Arizonans, 80 is actually kind of cool. 70 is just crazy. And then 60, you might as well just stay inside all day. But June is that first month where every day it's going to be beach weather or it's going to be pool weather or water park weather and stuff. And it's such a fun month. It kickstarts the holiday season. And I love to think of June as patriotic Eve, I should say, for July. Now, my number 6 is November. I love how it does. It's cool how it starts to get a little cooler. There's still some fall events going on. And I love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. It's literally a day where you don't have to feel bad about gorging yourself. It's all about food. And then, of course, being thankful for what you got and stuff. But again, it's also about the food. I also love whenever I meet people and I tell them the true history of Thanksgiving and all that, because it's like they all know about the Pilgrims and all that, and they don't understand how dark Thanksgiving actually was. And the fact that it wasn't like this kumbaya, everyone come together and sing together. It was basically a famine that struck the Pilgrims and the natives kept them alive, and then by the next Thanksgiving, I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to go too dark. I started going really dark there for a second. But yeah, I like Thanksgiving, though, the history of it, teaching the true history of it, but then actually what it actually is. Giving thanks for what you have being with family and friends, and it's a cool month all around. And I do like how Black Friday is starting to kind of go away. I mean, it was kind of fun to watch some of the stores and stuff just for the entertainment. I'm not saying that out loud, but it is kind of cool that it's going away and you could get more deals online. You don't got to go and stand in line for 15 hours to get the deals anymore. Just do Cyber Monday. And no, I will die on this hill. This is not Christmas. Christmas starts after Thanksgiving. If you are one of those people that has a Christmas tree up in November and it hasn't hit Thanksgiving yet, you are one of the problems. I'm sorry, but you just are. Right? It is what it is. Right? Now, my number 5, before I say something else I probably shouldn't. My number 5, and I hope you guys like this one, is February. Now, for those of you who know, the reason that I have the desert scene in the background and not hearts and Cupid and all that is because of Arizona. February 14th is not Valentine's Day. It is Arizona's birthday. And I'm saying this as a proud husband and father and someone who has a wife of going on 7 years. Oh my God, 7 years. I feel old. But, I love my wife and I love. But February 14th is Arizona's birthday, not Valentine's Day. And that's what we celebrate here. My wife, she laughs about it because she really doesn't care either way. And we actually do a cake every year with the flag of Arizona on it. I know, I'm a huge nerd. If you haven't figured this out yet, what are you doing watching my videos at this point? Unless this is your first video, you'll understand and you'll come to love my nerdiness. But it's Arizona's birthday. I love it. I love celebrating it. It's fun. President's Day is cool. Oh, and fun fact about President's Day that everyone gets mixed up. We actually don't celebrate Abraham Lincoln officially. It's just because his birthday was so close to Washington's, we lump him into it. But officially, it's only a holiday for Washington, not Lincoln too. That's the official thing. Again, everyone lumps Lincoln in because most people agree that Washington and Lincoln are two best presidents in varying orders. But it's usually consistently those two. That's why we celebrate both. But technically, the official federal holiday is only for Washington. You can go look it up if you don't believe me. But again, I love February. It's so cool. Plus, I kind of like the leap year concept. I mean, part of me would rather just take 2 days out of the months that have 31 days, give them to February, and then get a leap day. So every month in the year has 30 or 31 days. But it's kind of cool how it's short. I actually went to school with a friend who actually was born on February 29th. And his parents actually kept the day. They actually kept February 29th. They didn't change it to the 28th or the 1st. So it's just kind of a cool month. And again, Arizona's birthday, second best, civil birthday ever. Hey, if you know where I'm getting at. That's why I said second best. Some of you know. Now, my number 4 is March. I'm not Irish, but I like the whole St. Patrick's Day theme. I mean, I am technically a little Irish, just a little bit, though. But I like March because it starts to heat up. It's the first month where you can sometimes go in the pool. We're some sort of starting to get back into the swing of summer. I do like the fact that you can start planting things in Arizona. We can actually plant things in February in Arizona, but March is the safe month. And of course, my own birthday is there, the day Julius Caesar was reincarnated in me, because I am, him, because my birthday is the Ides of March. Hey, I like to joke about that all the time. But March is just a cool month all around. Plus, you get Easter every once in a blue moon in March. What's not to love about it? And plus, I love the green. Green is a cool color. Leprechauns and all that. It's just an all around cool month. Now, my number 3 is April. My wife's birthday is in April. We get Easter most of the time. It falls in April. I love Easter. It's such a fun holiday, especially now that I have a son who can actually go with the Easter eggs and teach him the actual meaning of Easter with Jesus and the resurrection and all that. And it's a cool month because we start to finally heat up a little more. We finally start to get hotter in April. We start to see some consistent 100-degree days, not like in a row, but yeah. And again, you're probably sitting there thinking, oh my God, that is crazy. Like, that is horrible. 100-degree days, how could you live? But again, me, I love it. That's what I look for. So I really like April, and I love my wife, and it's her birthday. So I got to put it number 3. Now for my top 2, if you've been keeping track, and I think you know what the order is. So my number 2 is October. I love Halloween. It's my second favorite holiday, second or third, depending on how I feel each day. But it's my second to third favorite holiday. It's my wife's favorite holiday. She loves it. Plus, for those of you who don't know, that's the day my wife and I actually got married. We actually got married on Halloween. Like, our marriage certificate says October 31st. Plus, it's also the month of my son's birthday. I'm not going to tell you what day it is, but it's also the month my son was born in too. So we just really love October. Plus, most of my family has a birthday in October. Like, I'd say half my family's birthday is October. So it's a big month for us. Plus, I love the fall events. I mean, I love the heat, but I love the fall events. There's like 2 farms that we live near that we go to all the time. I love the pumpkin carving. I love summer, but I love the things you can do in October in the fall. It's an all-around great month. And again, I kind of have to put it high on my list because it is my anniversary month. So, Plus, Nightmare Before Christmas is one of my favorite movies. It was literally my wife and I's wedding theme. Okay. And then my last one, again, no one should come as a surprise to this. Like, if you've seen any of my videos, you should know what my number 1 was going to be. And that's July. Frickin' America, baby. Patriotic month. USA. Again, I like to think of the whole year, all 365, or 66, depending on what, if we're in a leap year. But every day of the year is America Day. But I love July. Again, fireworks legally, you get to have summer, you get those 100-degree days, but it's not scorching hot like August quite yet. And again, it's America. Like, did anyone expect anything less from me? Frickin' July is the greatest month of the year. It's America, baby. USA, July 4th, Independence Day. What up? Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit too much. I'm starting to say things that are just kind of weird. But again, anyone who knows me knew July was my favorite month. I love this month. I love the red, white, and blue. Every year during this month, I'll wear my red, white, and blue onesie. I know this past year, my son and I, it was actually a nice day on July 4th. We actually went out riding around in our bike with the American flag on the back, full on onesies, blasting patriotic music. It was so cool. But yeah, I love July. I love America. This country is so great. And for people who hate it, again, the people who hate it, you're either an enemy of the U.S. or you were born here and you don't understand how great it is. Really, really look to see how great you have it. Look at some of these other countries and see how amazing we have it. Okay? Again, we are not perfect by any means, but we are better off than any other country out there, and I will die on that hill. So, USA, baby, July is my number one. As always, stay beautiful, Americans. You go USA, and I cannot wait for next July because next July is the 250th anniversary of America. America, baby. Love it. All right. So, stay tuned for another video. Love y'all, Americans. Peace out. And yeah.